Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a lovely Sunday. No, I have not spent my entire day playing Animal Crossing and napping. No, I've been productive. I've, done things. I did have a staff meeting. So there you go. One thing I have done today that isn't, play Animal Crossing in my PJs. First, let's start with our shout out. Hello, Owl, Autumn, Costco, Scrubs. I don't like what you're saying. Next fanfiction night is so far in the future. Don't worry about it. It's so far ahead. It may even be like a year from now. Who knows? We got time. We have time. No, Autumn, don't you out me. Anyway, you guys know the drill. I'm gonna talk to these lovely people who haven't run away yet, and we're gonna get this going. Have a lovely Sunday, and I hope I don't die. Here we go. No! Okay, I'm gonna show you guys this only once. Oh god, during the staff meeting, an abomination may have been made. And if you're early to the stream, I guess this is your reward. Someone made my husband into Guy Fieri! No! 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 Anyway, the staff meeting is cursed. We're never holding one ever again. Kenneth, I'm sorry you had to see that. Let's go ahead and talk to these lovely people. And we're gonna ignore that. Okay, here we go.
Even if
How
I think
dare you? How freaking dare you?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's perfect.
My man!
Yeah.
What have you done to my man?
My
your man is no more.
Oh, and now you're making me spin the wheel. Is this because we had a staff meeting? Is this?
Yes.
Thanks a lot, Psyche.
Where's
Well,
Lily at?
you get on staff, you gotta work.
Lily has ascended.
Oh god, what's it gonna
Staff
be?
still have to work.
Read your joke. That's what it says. You can't see, but there we go.
Read my.
What's your heckin' joke? What is it?
I'll post it in chat.
No.
Hello? You're the one who redeemed it? Man, you are cruel.
He
I know.
is.
Who are we being cool to?
Psyche.
Also,
Oh.
welcome.
What is, hi? I have another new setup where I just use one computer,
Ooh.
and it is my work computer. It's
Sometimes
fine.
it just be like that.
Look, so here's my hot take. As long as I'm not doing anything that breaks company policy, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I can also hear myself.
Uh-oh, don't do that. Alright, here we go.
Oh, right, because I
Alright.
opened the stream like a fool.
I hate that image is still up there. I hate.
Well, put something
Kenneth,
more blurst there.
Thank you for the host. May all your
Yeah, it's like, you
friends
want it to get
see
worse.
this awful thing.
Oh, geez.
No!
It's supposed to be. Like, I get that it's Guy Fiery.
They took my husband's face and
that's
they
that's
friggin'
T-Flirt in there.
morphed it. Why?
Into, true beauty.
Why?
They just, added some flavor to it.
No, please don't flavor my man. Please. Please.
I don't think I want man flavor.
I don't either. I
Ooh.
don't.
Rude.
Okay, here we go, Psyche. It's a two-parter.
No. I'm
You're doing a
afraid.
two-parter joke. You're.
There we go.
Does everyone love hit points?
Because they're the life of the party. No! Hey, Decoded. How is it already so cursed today?
We're a little late, so we've been like
I was prepared. I had curse material ready to go.
I don't like it when
you
you're
have half an
prepared.
hour.
I don't.
Alright. So I'll uncurse it a little bit. I have an announcement to make.
Oh.
I'm gonna be a dad.
Oh, that's so exciting!
Oh, I just scared my cat. Oh, I'm sorry.
Congratulations.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yep, it's now in the open, so I figured I'd start telling y'all.
That's awesome.
Irisfar is gonna have a baby
Aw.
Irisfar.
Congratulations.
A little
Aw.
baby lizard.
Are you gonna breastfeed it, Irisar?
I'm not gonna ask the question. Never mind.
Will the baby have nipples?
Yeah, that's the question I was going to ask, but yeah, it was about nipples.
Oh.
I hope that your
December
clutch goes
20th
well.
is the due date, so. You know, I may be missing sessions in the future, so.
Yeah.
I feel like that's, acceptable and understandable.
Dare you?
Pretty good reason to miss,
Yeah,
I
right.
think.
Oh,
I would love an Irisfar episode like The Hangover, where the party has to help.
Kill.
Yeah. What?
The watch together link is pinned twice. Can I kill one of them?
Sure. So, now with our wonderful announcement out of the way, we'll get into it.
No thanks.
You can't kill him. He's a father now. You can't.
You've got a couple months at least.
He has a family.
When we last left off, you guys had discovered a few things. In your pursuit of this organization that had been targeting Remel and Trinity, you found out that it was a bit bigger than you originally anticipated. Through some investigative work, a cryptic confirmation from a djinn you met, and then a more solid confirmation of your assumptions by a member of the Harlequins, a underground force within the Kingdom of Room and the city of Belfi, seemingly very much at odds with any organization ran by the Chained Emperor or his followers. They took your information very seriously, told you that they'd be looking into it, and if you found anything else, that you'd pass them along to them. You guys from there realized that most of your endeavors were across the world, and you wouldn't have quite enough time to finish them up and still meet up with Ilias. You had intended to go to the Shattered Isles with to find out why, who, and how Flame's home city was attacked. And honestly, most of Oghold, really the eastern seaboard of Oghold. And that was where we left off. You guys had 2 weeks of free time. So, some people have kind of given me brief outlines. I'm going to arbitrarily go down the line, starting with portraits on my Discord. So if you need a little bit of extra time to think, just tell me, we'll move along. But that starts us with Irisfar. Irisfar, what did you do for 2 weeks?
I will go last.
Irisfar
is calling me.
Oh no!
I will be right back.
All right.
Irisfar died.
Irisfar had dysentery. Vela, what about you?
Vela has been bar hopping,
Nice.
but mostly just trying to discover new, more interesting brews to expand her horizons. Because previously, and by previously I mean for most of her life, she had been just ordering whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But after experiencing Emerald Lily and some other stuff across the world in her travels, she was like, what if I learned more about this thing and developed more tastes, or indeed any taste at all?
Okay. I would like you to roll me an intelligence check.
Hmm.
Maybe investigation specifically.
Investigation. That doesn't. No difference between that and intelligence. That's a 12.
All right. And then roll a wisdom check.
Let's see. Will this dice behave? No. That's a nat 1.
All right.
4.
You don't learn much.
This is how we're
So-
starting the evening.
Maybe she just drank too much.
Um,
I'm getting the ones out early. I
yeah,
think.
true.
I hope.
Get them out now, because later you really won't want them to come up.
What?
So you do plenty of bar hopping, and you learn about lots of different drinks. Outside of just Emerald Lily, there are some kind of local brands. You notice that there's a theming here where there's a lot of precious gems used in the names. Just kind of you don't know if it's like exclusively a Royum thing or Bellevue does it like this, but there you've heard, you find out about the Emerald Lily itself, the Sapphire Tiger, which for you even it's a very sharp taste. It feels like somebody just put a very, very spicy pepper and dabbed like just kind of dropped it in a little bit of whiskey and then threw it into a drink and liquefied it. And you do yes, the Sapphire Tiger, known for being very, very taste centric. And then you find it's just called Ruby. Nothing else attached to it. Ruby is like Emerald Lily. It has a lot of fruit elements to it. But this one, instead of just going down a very smooth and tasty kind of sweet taste to it, Ruby has a bit of mint almost added into it. It does have fruit elements to it. You're told it has like grapefruit, and even like strawberries mixed into it. But there's a very odd and strange aftertaste you can't quite place. All of it's delicious. You do enjoy all of it, but kind of the brewing processes and kind of how they're put together, you don't feel confident even if you had all the ingredients that you could make it yourself, unfortunately.
I was gonna say that, like, I considered, because I predictably have proficiency in brewers supplies. That's the name of it. I was like, maybe she could get into that, and then I realized 2 weeks is not enough time to make most alcohol because of how alcohol is made.
True.
So maybe some other time. Or just put it in the back of the cart and carry it around.
Okay, all right. Well,
I mean, that would be kind of cool to have like a tiny little. I feel like
I know.
Okay, so maybe at the end of all this, now that her, even though she still has a lot to figure out with this, the only way to learn is to try, right?
True.
So maybe like towards the end of the 2 weeks, she does acquire some brewing supplies. Maybe talks to somebody at a bar or a distillery for advice if they're willing to offer it.
Okay.
I don't know how much that costs. The supplies.
The supplies to brew. Well, you said you already had brewing supplies. Sorry.
I don't think I have them. I think I'm just
Oh.
proficient in them.
Okay. Okay. Make a charisma check for me. Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy. Persuasion?
Yeah.
Oh, that's still +0. 6.
Okay. Um. Alrighty.
Yeah, 60.
Yeah. So, there is one gentleman that just, kind of looks at you. I have an extra set for 25 gold pieces.
Sure, I'll take it.
All right, and 25 gold pieces it is. So you get for that a set of brewing tools. Kind of at a glance, that's going to be a boil kettle. There's mortar and pestle. There's a couple other kind of like tins. There's a few vials. It does come with some barley as well. You kind of have some basic items. Now, if you're wanting to do something special, you'll have to go kind of hunting down those ingredients.
Rather start simple. Just like a
Okay.
nice
Simple
plain
ale.
just like how they made at the monastery.
All right.
Till
Okay.
she got told not to drink it anymore.
Fair. You have all the ingredients you need here to attempt to make ale
Okay.
over a period of time. Which, I mean, with you guys doing so much traveling, you probably will have more free time in the future. So, was there anything else you wanted to do?
Nope.
Alrighty. So that brings us to Lily. So Flame.
Alrighty. So what I think Flame would do is that she would. I mean, she mostly focused on training. I think she'd sort of want to be honed in for the upcoming journey. So I'm assuming that she has a fair amount. We're in Bellevue, right? So she has a fair amount of notoriety for being a double winner,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which,
Yeah.
Has that happened before?
In your kind of, we'll say your exploration or kind of asking people around, it hasn't happened in a while. One gentleman informs you, oh, it's been about at least 20 years since Balrog did it. Oh, he was a strong one, that Balrog.
Oh my god.
Okay, well,
But it's quite the feat. You are very impressive, young lady.
But I guess so. So given that she's well known, I think that she could probably find someone who is stronger to train under, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who is maybe there. I'm not sure how to go about that. Maybe with the Harlequins, but
So you're looking for a kind of martial trainer, then, yeah?
sorry, I took a breath at the exact wrong time. Yeah, I think so. That sounds about right.
Okay. So yeah, I could say you take your time. There are definitely training grounds here. You guys have kind of realized the longer you've been in Bellevue, this is a even Royum as a whole, but Bellevue especially is a city of houses and very, very honorable knights. There are lots of knights errant here that kind of go about looking for heroic deeds and jobs, and that's what their metal is, basically. That's how their prestige works. So there are lots of people, and with your kind of notoriety, you do have options. So I could say you take the time to kind of find a house that fits best for you. Yeah, you could definitely train quite a lot. Is there any specific training you want to do, or is it a lot of like 1v1 bouts? with just sword, or did you want to do any horseback riding and lancing or anything like that, or archery even?
Don't think that she would necessarily be interested in horseback riding. She's a little bit more faster on her own feet. Literally in terms of speed, but like in terms of how to understand battle.
Mhm.
I think so. I don't think it'd be anything mounted. Maybe. I think she would want to do whatever would help her most against mages, and so maybe that's archery. But I'm all in her experience, when you want to defeat a mage, you get up right in their face, right?
Mhm. Okay.
Maybe there's someone there who's a mage, maybe, who she could train
Okay.
against.
You're wanting to work towards basically being able to more efficiently deal with mages.
Yeah. Right. I mean, that's what we were going up against, right? As a caster.
Yes, you did. From everything you saw, it definitely seemed to lead in that direction. Yes.
We might be able to spar against each other for the benefit of both of us at some point.
Two of us.
Yeah.
Oh yes, since Remel's a caster.
Mm-hmm. And he has to deal with also dying.
Okay.
But that's your call.
We could definitely do that at some point. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Not like for the whole main shebang.
no. It could be something like where like he approaches her and is like,
Mhm.
"Hey, I know you're doing this. Would I be willing?" I think she wants to find someone who's way stronger than her,
Oh yeah,
not roughly on level.
Okay.
that makes total sense.
All right.
But we could definitely have a sparring match.
Mm-hmm.
Are you wanting to devote a majority of your time to this?
Absolutely, yeah. I
Okay.
think she's pretty honed in on this.
Okay. Make a. It's gonna be a couple different checks here. See what result we end up with. Okay. So I would like you to make a wisdom check.
Alright, I have a wisdom score. Where is my character sheet? There it is. Wisdom?
Yes.
Just a straight check. It's a 9.
Okay.
Nine.
The second one will be an intelligence check.
Uh-huh. All right, 19.
Okay. And then the third one will be a constitution check.
+2. So 4.
4.
I think I'm just gonna switch to a different dice set immediately. But yeah, 9, 19, 4.
Okay. So, this is
Spread there you gotta deal with.
no. This is interesting. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of Gil things. What I've done for these 2 week periods, I've created a lot of potential possibilities in my mind for what can happen, and none of them are by the book rules. So, okay. So, I would like you to find a nice place on your character sheet.
Ready?
Okay, you have a new ability, a new skill, if you will. Let's call it Mage Slayer Novice.
Sweats.
Excuse me.
Our mom's called. We
Mage
have to
Slayer?
go.
So, whenever you make an attack on a concentrating mage, if you roll an 18 or higher on the dice, they will have disadvantage on their concentration check.
Hmm.
Oh, why don't you wrap around?
For Psyche and Swampy's sake at least, there is a feat called Mage Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the name came from in partial. So it's not just a call out to you guys. I'm sure Flame won't kill you in your
Oh
sleep.
no. Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you put it that way, I feel so secure. Thank you, Gil.
Truly.
That'll be one of those things that I like. You guys here are all pretty cognizant of your abilities and stuff like that. I usually don't have to remind you, but definitely will be on you to keep track of.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah, you go really hard into that, but you do take 2 levels of exhaustion.
At the end of the 2 weeks.
Yes, you are spent. Your constitution was unfortunately not quite enough. But
Say-
yeah, you were.
Okay,
Hmm?
go ahead.
I was just gonna say you are tired as all hell because you went hard over the 2 weeks.
Yeah. Doesn't that go away on a long rest, or is it one level
Yes.
per rest?
I believe it's one level.
One level per rest.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
So by the time we meet up with Ilias, I'll be pretty wiped still.
Hmm.
So I would super exhausted. So if she felt that she was going to be that tired, she'd take probably a couple days off beforehand to recoup.
We have a ton of travel though that we're doing.
Oh,
so
that's
I think
true.
yeah,
Well,
I think we'd be okay.
But if Ilias is really that powerful, he could probably teleport us there.
We can see. That would be nice.
It would, wouldn't it?
Hmm.
But we don't know.
Hmm?
Would that be possible, or would that sort of abridge the ability?
So if you want to try to rest after it, it will be like on day 15, for example. Like for you to be able to learn that ability and get it, you have to push yourself.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like on day 14, you hit that 2nd level of exhaustion.
And I get the thing on day 15.
Yeah, on day yeah, start of day 15. Night, yeah, because then on the night of 15 you would sleep, you get rid of 1 level. Then by the night of 16 you would get rid of the 2nd level.
Okay.
That
sounds
being
good to
said,
me.
is that anything else you got?
No, unless Remel wanted to.
Rimmel might do his own thing.
Well,
No.
if you think about it and feel free to
Mhm.
pull me in during your section.
Okay.
Okay.
But that's it for me. Just sort of heads down training.
Perfect. Very, very flame. I like it. So really quickly, since Irisfar is back, we'll bounce back to you. So you just want to spend most of your time with the Harlequins, yeah?
Yeah, with the Harlequins, running missions, gathering intel, basically lending as much of my skills as I can, including rogue talents.
Okay.
If there needs to be, assassinations, Irisfar would seem this would be a just assassination and would be willing to do that.
Okay. I want you to make wisdom, intelligence, and dexterity checks.
Okay.
Give me all of them rolls.
Gonna mute myself. She's in the background. What am I adding to these?
Just your modifiers in them. Just like
Okay.
a raw roll.
Okay, so from 2 for 2 on nat 20s.
All right. We're gonna have a dice cam on Ears for his hands. No.
It's alright, this next one's a 9.
Okay.
So basically, for wisdom, did 20, dex 20, and then some intelligence.
Yeah.
Well, this works out for ears far. It's his lowest stat. That's a 10 altogether
Okay.
for intelligence. The other two would be 23s.
Okay. All right then. You through your time studying with the Harlequins and kind of learning some of the tools of the trade. They're a little hesitant at first, but there is someone there to kind of take you a little under the wing, and you do some general odd jobs, just delivering things. A couple times you're checking in, kind of lightly trailing people. You don't do anything violent. You mostly gather information and hide in plain sight, if you will. So, in lieu of that, you can now try. You can attempt to hide when you are only lightly obscured from a creature now. So, the verbatim written is right there. So, basically, you have gotten a stronger affinity to hiding yourself, whether in crowds or in areas where there may not be as much to hide from the person that you are trying to mask your presence from. But you've been able to sight lines, various things that might block vision, ways that you can make yourself a little less visible in the future. So,
Excellent.
you spend your time doing that. That brings us to Monday.
So, first off, Psyche and I, and possibly also Swampy, at some point we'll be doing something together. I'm not sure exactly how you want to do that. But on the whole, Monday's plan is to be doing a Rocky-like training montage in the woods.
All right, I like it. So are you just training the entire time just about then?
Except for when, if Remel and Trinity show up.
Yeah.
I think Remel's gonna hold out on this one.
Okay.
Okay, well, Trinity's definitely gonna. Basically, Trinity holds true to Mondays. You have to be a scout now, and she's gonna seek out Monday. And I'll tell you more stuff about Trinity later. But that's what she's doing with Monday. During the daytime, she's training and forest things.
So basically, Monday's time would be split between just like working out and training for the battle, because she now sees this as a mission from God. So
All right.
she's ready to fight all the followers of the Chained Lord.
Emperor.
Chained Emperor. I knew Lord was the wrong one.
I just
So
said Oblivion because I'm too much of a Critical Role loser.
but yeah, so she's like training in the forest, like doing one-handed push-ups with like a old tree on her back, like just like doing insane feats of strength, and swinging her axe and doing all that kind of stuff.
Make a. All right, I need a wisdom check from you, a strength, and a constitution.
I was checking wisdom again. That's the okay, that's fine. +0. 3. Then a strength. That would be a 15, and then the other one was constitution.
Yes.
Oh, that one's very good. That would be a 21.
So we had if I can remember wrong, so a 3, a 15, and a 21.
Correct. The 3 was for wisdom. The 15 was for dexterity because I only rolled a 10, and then strength because I only rolled a 10, and then the 21 is con because I rolled an 18.
Okay. All right. That points right towards one of the options. Perfect. So, you train this whole period of time, this whole 2 weeks, except for maybe one encounter or a series of encounters with Trinity and Rimmel. We'll get to that. But your focus is devout, and almost zealous. But through this time, you feel like you have you've bulked a little bit more. You feel like you are a little bit faster on your feet, if you will. Did a lot of burpees, a lot of up downs. So throughout your training, throughout this time, you, when prone, can stand up and use only 5 feet of your movement instead of half. Or instead of 15 normally.
I can stand up using 5 feet of my movement.
Yes.
Okay, I can stand up using feet instead of cool. But yeah. Other than that, there would be it when Trinity came to visit her, and then she'd be teaching her fire safety and how not to burn down forests.
All right. Remel, did you tag along for that as well? You still, but I heard
Yeah,
it. At least.
yeah, no.
Okay. All right. So Trinity, you come out into the woods and you see Monday just training away, all kinds of push-ups, up downs, swinging the axe, just sweat pouring. Monday, you notice that Trinity has come out to you.
Oh, hi there.
Hey, I'm here for the training course on fire safety that I agreed to. Trey's very nervous.
I am just so glad you came. Yeah, take a seat. Just let me finish these reps here.
Oh, okay. I just imagined Trinity like brushing off some dirt on like a log and then just like sitting down very gingerly. She's not an outdoors person. And just being terrified of the things she starts to see Monday do.
I think that checks out. I think he's doing, feats of strength you would expect someone with a 20 strength to do,
Yeah.
which is pretty scary. She can lift 1,200 pounds. Or correction, can push drag and lift 1,200 pounds. So just imagine that.
That's cool.
She's like normal. She's not even really pushing herself.
Oh my God. Trinity's gonna have a rough time.
So, Monday would finish whatever she was doing. I think in this case it would be like using an entire tree as like a weightlifting or something like that. And then she would, gently put it aside and stand up again. Alrighty then. Well, we just we gotta get going here. Okay, so you're already sitting down. That's good. I think what we're gonna do first is gonna talk about general fire safety. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, you always have to be really careful starting fires. Sometimes you need a campfire. That's completely all right. But you do need to make sure that you, if it's particularly dry out or if there's a strong wind, that you are being careful that your sparks are not going to travel. Because if they travel, they can start a forest fire. And that is the last thing you want to do with me and your party, dear.
Trinity, she pulls out like a little notebook, ye olden notebook, like parchment or something, and she just starts scribbling away. She's never tried to control her fire magic, so she's really trying now. She wants to do well.
Oh, good. You're taking notes now. That's perfect. Okay, so what you're gonna do is first you're always gonna want to check the weather. If it's been really damp, you can be a little less careful. If there's been
Yeah.
a lot of rain, anything you do is just gonna smolder and go out, and that's okay. Double check it. Of course, you want to make sure. You don't want to leave something unattended. But as long as it's damp, you're okay. But as soon
Okay.
as it's dry, that is the perfect time for a forest fire to start. You can't leave your campfire going. You have to make sure those embers are out. And in your case, you really shouldn't be just chucking fireballs all willy nilly.
Now, I have to say, most of my spells are fire.
I
so-
do know that
so-
about you. Yeah.
So, listen, if what would I need to do per se if a fire did get out of hand? What could you do to control it?
So if a fire does get out of hand, that is a very important thing that you have to be ready for. If that happens, one of the best ways to deal with it is to make fire lines, which are when you cut down the plants that are around the area to make sure that the fire cannot spread further. So you essentially box it in with areas where it can't light anything else on fire.
Oh, okay. Don't light certain areas on fire. Box in. Okay, I can do this. Trinity looks very determined.
Now, if it's particularly windy, the fire lines may not be all that effective. That's when you really have to watch out. What you're going to want to do is you still make the fire lines, but then you need to get all the surrounding area as wet as you can. Make sure that those trees can't catch on fire. And that's how you're going to slow it down.
Okay, so like if I used a water spell instead of always fire, maybe I could make it damp?
Oh, exactly.
Maybe?
That would be perfect.
Okay,
If you
okay.
have something to counteract it, just in case. Because I know fire's your thing. I'm not going to stop you from using that.
Oh,
But,
thank you.
everybody has their niche. But you just have to be careful with it because you can't just go burning the forest down all willy-nilly.
I know,
You know how
I
many
know.
animals live here? It's an ecosystem all on its own. You burn it down and some of that life's never coming back now.
Oh no, what kind of animals?
Oh, you've got the squirrels, you've got the badgers, the bears.
Oh my god, that's great.
Sorry, let me get back into character.
The bears,
The bears.
Okay.
Do you think I could have killed some of them accidentally?
Now I can't say for sure, dear, but anytime you are setting those fires willy-nilly, there are gonna be consequences, and that's why I'm so concerned. I know that you're a good person at heart, and you don't want to hurt anyone who doesn't deserve it.
I don't.
I think that we're in a good place here. I think that you're willing to learn, and that is the most important thing. Now, I'd say put that notebook aside. I'm going to show you how to build a proper fire,
Okay.
Without the magic, just in case you need it. And knowing how to build this, how you do it, it's just going to, I think it's going to teach you to respect the fire a little bit
I don't
more.
think I've ever done this without magic.
Oh, there's so many things you can do without magic.
Okay. She's not very much a down in the dirt kind of person.
So Monday sets up like a circle of rocks and, gathers some dry brush and some sticks, forms them into the little pyramid, and then starts doing it the way you do it without flint steel, doing like the friction. For her, it's a little bit easier because she's just massively strong, so she can do it really fast.
Trinity's eyes get really wide. I don't know if I could do it that fast.
Oh, don't worry, dear. You don't have to go this fast. I'll slow it down for you. No worries.
Oh, okay, thank you.
And she slows down, and you see, it start to smoke a little bit, and then it lights, and then she bends down and blows on it, very, very gently, kind of cupping the flame. And it gets bigger, and slowly, the fire starts to grow, and she feeds it with little sticks and twigs. And then eventually there is like a sizable campfire. It takes a long time though. It does take time. And while she's doing it, she's like, making a fire like this, it takes time. It's not instant, but you do get that kind of that sense of accomplishment, after you've made it. That's something you've made with your own two hands. And, I think that's very important.
That's true. Trinity like raises her hand. She's like,
go right ahead.
Okay, the rocks in the circle, are they to contain?
Very good.
Yeah,
now.
Okay.
So having those rocks around it, making that little barrier, means that you're not going to catch the grass on fire around it or anything. And you saw that the place that I put those rocks was already kind of a dry area that I brushed debris out of. You want to make sure that there's nothing around it that's going to catch, because that's how you get a mild forest fire just right there.
And forest fires are bad.
Correct. You are such a quick learner.
Yay!
So,
I think Trinity has gotten her first forest safety badge.
Oh my
God. Monday pulls out a leaf that she's drawn on that has just a little flame on it, and she hands it over to Trinity.
Is this for me?
Oh yeah, that's your first badge. Now keep it somewhere safe. Next time we do a course, you'll get another one. I'll make it even more fancy. That's just something I threw together now. Maybe next time I'll crochet something for you.
Yes. Trinity puts it in her purse. Gingerly, very carefully. She loves it so much. And
I recommend.
Yes.
I recommend pressing that in a book now, dear. It'll keep the leaf safe, and it'll dry out all nice and pretty for you.
Oh, okay, I'll do that. She gets out her little journal and presses it in there.
Alrighty, well, I think we are done now for the day. You've done so good. I'm so proud of you. Do you want a hug?
I do want a hug. I do.
And she gives a big bugbear hug.
Trinity gives a medium tiefling hug. She tries to make it big, though. She tries.
Monday probably lifts Trinity off her feet, spins her around a little bit, and then puts her down.
Oh my god. Gil, did you ever think you'd have Girl Scouts in your D&D session?
Listen, I try to go in with a blank mind because y'all put weird stuff in the world every Sunday. So,
oh my god.
You guys have a wonderful instructional class where Trinity learns a lot about fire safety, receives her first badge, and maybe someday she'll be a Weeblo. That being said, I think that concludes all of Monday's 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, for sure. Got a lot done.
Our next victim down the line is Trinity.
Okay. So during the day, Trinity goes out to the forest and she learns forest fire safety with Monday. She also is trying to learn survival because the assassination attempt really made her realize what happens when I don't have my magic. So she's trying to get out there, But in the evenings.
Do tell.
Oh my god. Okay. So she's staying over at Winter and Springs. And she's going to be talking magic and trying to broaden her horizons towards magic use. But as a way for thanking them for being able to stay there, she is going to try and learn to cook. She is going to try and cook for spring and winter and whoever stops by. And
other victims you could find.
Listen, she's trying to learn fire safety. That includes working in the kitchen as well. She's I imagine at one point they catch her putting stones around the cooking pot area, and they're like, "What is she doing?" Because Monday taught her to contain the fire. But yeah, and she's even gonna bring food to Monday. She's even gonna thank her and try to cook.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And she is also going to fill Winter in on everything, because the cryptic, scary notes just aren't very
Sounds
good.
good.
Yeah, probably fair. Okay, I do remember your message in regards to that. So you, do you want to talk that one out as it goes down?
I'm good either way.
Okay.
Because I don't know how much the party knows about Trinity's
Yeah.
past and
No, yeah, that one will
Yeah.
be, we'll say off camera.
ye.
So you inform him of that. He is very concerned and protective,
That's valid and fair.
and asks you, why can't you just stay here?
Free spirit adventure. Rimmel meets a guardian.
You know, when you've adventured out a while longer, I think that there can be a time where you have a home base and you just take jobs here and there. Potentially down the line, this is no pressure, no worries.
Is this
That's all.
because of my cooking? Did you not like it? Is this?
What? No,
Is it-
I'm more so talking like what I'm doing. I think it's a very comfortable
Okay.
lifestyle,
Okay.
and you could, maybe see the people you care about a little bit more often.
Maybe.
Speaking of the cooking, I would like you to make
Oh no.
a survival check
Oh no.
and then an intelligence check.
Okay. Okay. Survival's not something Trinity's good at.
Mm-hmm.
A 14's not that bad, right?
Okay, so it's a
That's-
14.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make that intelligence check for me now.
Okay. Ooh, nat 20. Haha.
All right. You pick some interesting flavor combinations.
Is that
They're
a cooking
not-
joke? Is that?
No, just you don't follow the traditional sense, I guess.
Oh God.
You mix some flavor profiles that are maybe a little bit different.
Oh, Trinity, what did you do?
But it actually comes out really well. Both because summer and fall have not returned yet still. But spring and winter both kind of look at you as you're making the stuff and see the ingredients and oh dear, oh baby girl, why are you doing this? Why? Winter, talk to her. Listen, she needs to learn from experience. If we help her, then she won't ever know.
Is
We are going to die.
is Remmel staying in the same house?
I don't
Does
know, is he?
Remmel want to? He
Well,
can.
'cause Remmel. Yeah, I feel like Remmel would see this. and
Would
just be like,
Remmel step in?
do you want like, maybe not that spice? Here, try that one.
So-
That one would work better. But
So
like,
I
if you,
roll with
like,
advantage because Remmel's there.
No. You stick to your concoctions and you finish them, and they all kind of look at it a little suspicious. But when they take a bite, this is wow. This is really good, actually. I was fully prepared to spit this out in the trash. I want you to know that, but it actually tastes pretty good.
Aw, thank you. It just completely flies over Trinity's horns. That he was gonna spit it in the trash. She's just happy.
So, you do feel like you have improved upon your cooking skills, and that you have a good judge for timeliness of kind of taking things off the heat, how well something is cooked. But yeah, you feel like you've improved actually. And then you've learned fire safety, and you informed Winter. What was there anything else that you needed to do or more doing? Forget anything?
I don't think so. Basically, Trinity is just trying to learn how to control fire in both scary situations and just like normal day to day. She, as a sorcerer, she just had it naturally, so she didn't have to go the wizard route and really study and really have to like hone her technique.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what her whole downtime is about. And she is also talking to Winter about like other spells or other ways of magic or other paths, because she's only really known the one due to her family like shoehorning her into it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. So that brings us to our last but not least, Remmel.
All right. So Remmel is going to talk to Spring and Winter about their like business and see if he can get a job to make some money working for them.
You want to work? What kind of work?
Yeah.
We do mostly adventuring and quests and such jobs like that.
Do you need like a bookkeeper or something, or like small tasks to be
So
done?
clerical work?
Sure.
Well, I don't need an excuse to slack off. Yes, of course. Just Winter disapproving dad in the corner.
And then,
I'm sure we could find something for you to do, of course.
cool. And then like, yeah, we could like hang out and stuff. That'd be cool, right?
Yeah, we could totally hang
Cool.
out.
Like talk about like magic and like fighting and adventures. Oh, adventure stories. I really like stories. He just like kind of goes on a tangent. He's real quiet until he's not, and then he
Okay.
doesn't shut up.
You guys do have your slew of storytelling, talking. The two of them are well traveled.
Mhm.
They have traveled the Feywild, they've traveled the material plane.
I feel like he just asks so many questions and just tries to absorb as much knowledge as he can from
Okay.
all of that.
Okay. Was there anything else you wanted to do other than just working for them and kind of like chatting back and forth? Anything else, or just kind of picking up odd end jobs?
Odd end jobs and just studying things,
Okay.
doing lots of reading. He hasn't gotten to read in a while, and there's a big
Mm-hmm.
old library here, so
Okay.
yeah, that's probably it for him.
All right, I'm trying to think. When you say you're like talking about magic and studying, are you just trying to get a broader understanding? Are you trying to learn more magic? Are you trying to
Probably
change how
not
you use
magic,
yours?
just learn more about the world
Okay.
and the world of magic, the Feywild creatures
Okay.
and stuff, because he's realizing he doesn't know nearly as much as he thought he did. He's real good at math, though.
Hmm. Okay. I will say you definitely studied a variety of topics, kind of leisurely reading in your free time. And you definitely acquired a bit of knowledge across a broad span.
Sweet.
That being said, for your work, you did make 15 gold.
Sweet.
And both you and Trinity, kind of witnessed kind of the day-to-day business around the shop. Not super incredibly busy, but there were definitely people coming in asking for a variety of odd-end jobs, ranging from acquiring particular components, spell components that were in more dangerous areas, or were a part of something that's a bit more dangerous and needed to be slain. There were jobs asking for help guarding caravans. There were a few that were monster hunts, where there were particular creatures that were causing issues in areas.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'd like you both, actually, Trinity and Rimble, make perception checks for me.
Okay. Oh, wait. Can I use Tides of Chaos for this?
If you want.
Natural 20. Which would be 21.
Okay. You both overhear a particularly well-dressed man speaking kind of quietly of yes, there are apparently some group of organized devils. They're operating in the western side of the kingdom, and they are our knights and the military force we sent there were evenly matched. There's not much headway, and having specialists could be beneficial. If you have any resources to spend here, the pay is good. We still don't know who the originator is, but there is more than a normal kind of den, if you will. It seems a bit more organized than normal. So.
Yeah.
So you both overhear this conversation. This is to Autumn, or excuse me, to Spring and
Winter?
Winter is not like working like directly at the
so
moment.
just
Like Winter's
Spring,
not.
okay.
Yes, just to Spring. I just misspoke on the season. But that being said, your 2 weeks comes to an end.
Cool. Did I learn, is there any, random miscellaneous facts that I learned? That
Oh
would be
no.
odd.
Miscellaneous fact.
Or, cool things that I learned.
Oh, okay. Give me. Okay, so.
A basilisk's tongue is blue and covered in bumps.
Give me something other than the Feywild that you studied.
Feywild,
general.
and then monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Types of creatures in the world, and rare ones.
Okay.
Also magical items that sap magic from mages and mage haters in the world.
Okay. Just some odd end facts. The Feywild grass changes color.
Oh?
You learned that. And we'll say a fun random trivia night fact you learn. You learn that most demons are left-handed. There you go.
Is Psyche left-handed?
Well, she's a devil.
I know.
Excuse me.
But is she?
He has the IRL
What?
player
Are
left-handed.
you talking about me or like my
No,
character?
Or sorry, is Trinity left-handed?
I'm
Freudian
really
slip.
concerned. She is ambidextrous.
Nice.
What?
Just wondering.
Nice.
Remmel's left-handed.
Anyway, I'm dead.
Not yet.
Frick off.
Psyche, are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm right-handed. I'm a little bit ambidextrous,
Same.
but not like I can do handwriting, but I can't do art with the left hand.
Yeah, right with my right hand, and that's it. Yep. Cool.
To answer your question, I would say maybe through your experience with,
I just want to be a little less squishy, just a little.
a little squishy. No, I can't help you with that one.
Gosh dang it.
I was just gonna say maybe you're a little bit more conscious when you're slinging fire spells.
Oh, that's
You can
so
potentially
fun.
put them in a way where they won't set as much around them on fire.
Okay, so if I had to roll to like control a fire, maybe I would like have an advantage over it because of what I learned.
It would be more so like if you're chucking fireballs or firebolts or
Things just won't catch on fire.
yeah, you would maybe put them in a way where you could be like,
Okay.
I would like to put this in a way where I don't set everything around it on fire potentially, or I
Or
set
it's
less on
Okay.
fire.
It just happens that it doesn't set things on fire really
Nice.
as often.
Okay, I'm
Good
writing
job.
things down.
You don't set things on fire as much except for things that you want to set on fire.
Yes.
Good job. You did it.
This
Yay.
main screen.
You learned fire safety. Yay!
Fire
Yay.
safety.
Dremel learned a series of facts that he can randomly pull out of his ass at any given moment.
Yep. What was it? There was a D&D game that someone played.
So
Who was oh, sorry.
that was actually my buddy Ethan.
Yeah.
His character quirk was he talked to me about it previously. He's like, "Can I just have a book that's full of like they're all like wrong. None of these are real facts, but my character believes it, and I just open it up and randomly spout shit out." And I'm like, "Yeah, go for it."
It was hilarious.
So like we'd be playing the game, and he'd be like chatting with one of the other characters, and he'd be like, "Did you know that a Vrock has 7 legs?" And just like it would just say random stuff like off the top of his head. That being said, your guys' 2 weeks come to a close. You guys at the end of it return. I'm assuming you return to Ilias's. Kind of make a knock. The doorway kind of like slides up again from the bottom. And you see Ilias, seemingly prepped to leave. Hello. I see you are all ready to go. I am as well.
Great. Will we go?
Yes. I have booked passage to the island. It took a little bit of work because most people don't want to go there. But I've made it work. Physical travel seems to be the only way we can get there.
Oh. Okay. How long will it take?
Let me look at my map.
Found out I had
About-
an ex. Oh.
About 5 days.
Yeah,
So not very long.
that's not so bad.
Pretty small ship voyage.
How like?
Okay.
Oh wait.
Hmm.
Oh, we're taking a ship from like here to there.
Yes, the
Wow.
bay just east of here.
Oh.
That'll be good to be on the seas again.
I've never been on a ship.
You
Except for,
haven't,
like-
Rimmel? I'll have to show you around. It's a great time. It's been a
Oh.
long time for me, but it was a big part of when I was a child.
I thought cats didn't like water.
Mm,
Do you like swimming?
As I grew up, I'm not a cat. I'm a tabaxi.
Well,
We have
Remmel,
similar
you
ancestors,
can't
different.
say that.
feline, humanoid.
That was so on brand for Rimmel. I'm sorry.
What?
That whole
No,
question, like, took-
Yeah.
No, I love the water.
Oh.
I grew. I mean, so, uh, oh my god.
I'm terrified of water.
Kwan is on the ocean, and so it was, I could walk out on the street where I grew up, and I could see the Velmgad Ocean from where I lived.
Oh, that's super cool. Huh. Neat. Learn something new every day.
Yeah. But no, I can show you around a boat.
All right, I'd appreciate that. I've never been on a large boat.
How about halfway through our trip?
Okay.
Sorry.
She's fully expecting you to be hanging off the side for the first 2 days while you get your sea legs.
Yeah.
If
Probably.
you can reach the side. Head out of port.
He'd probably have to stand on like a barrel or something.
Get you a puking stepping stool. Anyway,
Yeah.
um, uh,
Shall we make our way?
I think
Yeah.
I'm ready. I don't know about the rest of. Are you all ready?
Good to go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm ready.
Sounds
Alrighty.
like we're all set.
Okay, you guys make your way
Downtown?
east of the town, outside of it. What?
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Vanessa Carlton's the end boss.
But the mini boss is the Proclaimers. It takes about 500 miles to get downtown.
Exactly.
Maybe it's 500 more. I'm not sure. Anyway.
Excuse me. So you guys make your way east of the city. Takes you a little bit of the morning to get there. It's not quite just a simple jaunt. And you find the ship that Ilias has booked. It is just called the Sparrow. It is a little bit smaller side. It would house about 20 people. Kind of if it was 20 with crew and passengers. Kind of looking about as you guys gonna get on. Seems like there's a crew of 10.
Okay.
A man walks up to you. Very thin, tall, kind of gangly, with very kind of grisly, unkept face, a small kind of scar along the jawline. Hello. Welcome to the ship. My name is Leon. I am the captain here. Make yourself at home. The cabins are over there. And kind of gestures towards the center of the ship, kind of downward. Should not take us too long to get to our destination, and we can be on our way. We will drop you off But per arrangements, we will not pick you up. You have, according to you, good sir, you have other means of returning. So, yes.
Um, just we've not met before. I'm Flame. I grew up in Klon, and so I have a decent amount of ship experience. Obviously, I'll leave it to you and your crew, but if you need a hand at any point, please let me know.
Kind of gives a nod. Okay. I will note that. Thank you. Well, if you don't need anything else, I will be back to work.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
Be kindly.
just kind of like bluntly turns away and starts moving about the ship. They go about.
Question.
Oh yes.
Does Monday feel like she's ever been on like a bigger ship before? Because they were on the little boat like before. Like
Monday. Feels mostly not uncomfortable, but very unused to the ship feeling. It's a little weird for her.
I bet she's walking around like kind of like swaying, like having a little bit of trouble staying on her feet, particularly because she's so tall.
The crew goes about releasing the boat from the dock, getting sails, kind of first at a quartermast, and then getting kind of out of the bay and kind of going to full sail, and you guys move along eastward. It's entirely ran by goblins and hobgoblins.
The seasick bugbear sounds like a bar where seamen frequent.
Maybe we could have that be the tavern, the seasick bugbear.
I mean, I think it makes a pretty good tavern.
Like we finish our adventuring, we all settle down, open a tavern and inn for other adventurers.
Seasick bugbear.
Absolutely.
Love that.
So, you guys travel for a little while. I would like everyone but Flame to make a Constitution saving throw.
Nat 20.
Welcome to the ocean.
Where were these rolls when I needed them?
Need them now.
I could have like learned something useful over that 2 weeks.
I got a 10, so that's cool.
Is Irisvar still gone assisting with the other kind of sickness?
Looks
Still
like,
muted.
yeah.
I think he might be, yeah.
I have a character sheet. You can probably just roll for him.
When you get back, make a Constitution saving throw, my dear. I can do a quick. Alright.
I think he has a plus 20 to his con.
Yeah, that's it. No,
For sure.
It's not bad. He rolled an 8.
Poor thing.
5 plus 3. Let's go. Alright.
But doesn't well, I guess having a swim speed doesn't mean anything if you're not used to boats.
Yeah,
it's very
it's its
different.
own cornucopia of fun. Alright. So, Remmel rolled a natural 20. You guys couldn't hear it,
Oh,
but I
yeah,
can.
sorry, I was muted.
So, let's see.
It's only because you're so low to the ground.
I don't see anything actually moving, so I'm just like, yeah, it's great.
Trinity
No.
and Irisvar have a bit of a rough time. Neither of them are very used to ships at all.
there any quinine on board?
You don't pick out anybody as kind of resembling anything like from your hometown.
No, not. Let me type out that word in the chat.
Okay.
Because I did not say someone from Quan. This.
Let me think.
If they're a passenger ship, they might have some.
So you're looking for like something that's like gonna be like a tree, like a medicine, basically.
Yeah, it settles the stomach.
Okay. Actually, it kind of as seeing them, I would say that there would be a the first mate. The first mate does come over and kind of here are some vials for the sickness. Seems like most of you are doing okay, but here's for the two of you.
Thank you. She like shakily takes it from him, downs it.
You do feel better pretty quickly.
Was Monday seasick as well?
You rolled a 13, correct?
Yes, correct.
You were fine then.
Okay, just want to make sure my husband was talking to me, so.
Those husbands.
Always getting in the way.
I know. So. It is on. No, that's not what I wanted.
Oh.
Let's try it. Yeah, that's better. So, on the second day, as you guys get started, it's early morning, and the man in the crow's nest calls out, There's something ahead! There's something ahead! Something coming towards us! It's... Oh, Captain! It is a representative. Captain starts barking out orders to pull the sails, to drop you dead in the water. Like, make sure you slow down, you stop moving, any direction. And you all kind of look over to the side where the man in the crow's nest was calling, and there is a figure seemingly hovering just like inches above the water that's moving towards you guys. As they get closer, I see. I think you guys have you fought these guys before? I want to say I'd have made you guys fight Sagin before. But, notwithstanding, this is a fish-like creature that stands on 2 feet, has 2 arms, has a long tail, kind of has fins on the arms, has shoulder plates seemingly made out of these large conches, gills on the face, kind of a frill on the head down the neck, and webbed feet. You notice they approach. They seem to be carrying some sort of trident made out of wood. And kind of looks to you. Halt. You all. What purpose do you have in these lands? the seas. The captain kind of steps forward. We are just moving through. We wish safe passage. We are traveling further south. We had to come out east to get around the bend, but then we are heading south, down towards the Shattered Isle, away from the territory. I apologize, my navigation must have been off. I did not mean to come close enough for your presence to be necessary. He is always ever present, those in his sea. You do not bear any offense and have been, kind of opens up a book, courteous in the past. There is the passage fee, though. Pay it and you will be on your way, and there will be no repercussions. You will be considered as honored guests. But do not make light of our generosity. He kind of nods. He like snaps his finger at another crewman. They go out and they get a small. No, they get a coin pouch actually, and kind of like toss it over the side because this guy's just standing above the water right outside the ship, kind of like slowly pacing along with the ship as it kind of rocks forward. Catches it, kind of opens it really quickly, looks inside. Wonderful. The deal is completed. Enjoy your travels, Captain. Make sure you stay south of this point. And he kind of like pockets it and then just sinks straight down in the water.
Mood.
And as he kind of sinks, there is a visible like sigh of relief from the whole crew. And then they reopen the sails and they continue.
Who was that?
A kind of a younger crewman around you. You are not so familiar with this, the deep sea, around Royum, I'm assuming.
No, not at all.
Due east of the sea. It is in the Vemgat. There's a territory, kind of a bubble, if you will, that is ruled by a kind of like swallows hard, a kraken.
Oh!
This area is his. That was an emissary of his, and we are. You pay for safe passage. He does not wish trouble. He mostly resides deeply, to our knowledge, very far east in the Vemgat, but almost to the cyclones, the whirlpools. But he keeps this area under wraps. Doesn't go so far north. Not a big fan of the cold. Stays really close to the equator. But yes, that is close. I did not think we were that close to his territory, but apparently we were.
Well, thank you for telling us, and
Of course.
I'm glad things went well also.
Yes. Yes, we all are.
Trinity
Yeah,
goes to
work.
sit down. She just got over her seasickness, but now she's nauseous for other reasons.
Oh, well, don't worry now. I'm sure we could take a Kraken if we had to.
I would hope not.
I don't want to have to.
Yeah. I don't know how good my fire does in the ocean, so
I can't. too much on a boat versus something that's in the water.
Yeah, that certainly put us at a disadvantage.
Flame, make a history check for me. Oh wait, is Flame BRB? And I missed it.
I was talking the whole time.
Oh no.
My partner
Tea in
needed
chat.
worms, and so I had muted so they could get worms. That's a 2.
Okay.
Flame don't know shit.
This is truth.
This whole mention of a kraken is news to you as well. Not something that was around your waters, that's for sure. Nothing you're
Yeah.
familiar with.
A cracker?
We have plenty
Kraken.
of those. But I've not heard of. Have I heard of krakens at all, or just have not heard of this particular one?
I think that would be base knowledge.
Okay.
You're familiar with it as a almost a mythological creature or like folklore. But you did not know that there was one alive now, and you definitely didn't know that there was one alive in this ocean. That is all. That is new
I
to
have
you.
not heard of that before. That's good to know. I've never had to deal with one. Thank God. They sound horrifying, and I don't think we could take it. I'm sorry.
So, any other comments anybody had, or?
Do I guess I'll ask the someone if the what's it called? The get from one place to another.
Travel, voyage?
The ticket? Whatever it is. If our payment includes those sorts of fees, or if helped out.
Ilias would kind of chime in and be like, we are fully covered. You shouldn't have to worry.
Okay, I just don't want these people are doing us a favor, and I don't want them to hurt their livelihoods.
No, we are, yes, we're okay. We have an accordance, man. Kind of captain. Yes, the Kraken is something that we are familiar with. It is in these waters, and it was our mistake. But we do have a insurance fee that comes with tickets to have cover, and not necessary if that kind of thing happens. But my navigator will be hearing from me.
Okay.
But we should be good for the rest of the voyage. Thank you for your consideration, though. But
Of course.
yes. Yeah, you guys have another day pass. You guys go into your and another one. 4th day of just the endless expanse of the ocean. And on the 4th day, let's see. you guys stumble upon a small island. A small plot of land, kind of seemingly just dropped almost in the middle of this vast ocean. And make a perception check for me, actually, everyone.
21.
13.
5.
My nat 20 would just be a flat 20. I have no bonuses to perception. so-
JK.
I'm back.
It's
Hello,
not
welcome back.
non-natural 20.
So yeah, morning sickness is fun.
Yeah.
If
You're
it makes
having
feel better,
sickness on a
Earstar has
boat.
been- Yeah, we've been on a boat, and Earstar did not do well on his Constitution saving throw.
Irony, considering he has a swim speed, so you think he'd be used to water.
Swimming, yes.
It's
Boats,
not.
no.
Yeah, he's used to being in the water, not on the water.
Here's for maybe perception check. Also, yes, you guys met with Ilias. You got on the boat. You traveled. An emissary of the Kraken asked for a gold payment.
Is that a perception check?
Yeah.
So out of my 4 rolls, 3 of them have been nat 20s.
I need your dice. I need them because mine are
I-
crap.
Well, see, I think it's karma. I'm
Oh.
dealing with,
That makes sense.
advanced, like, she's would have been basically diagnosed with advanced morning sickness.
Oh.
It's almost 24/7.
Oh.
So rough.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought morning sickness was just misnamed in general.
Yeah, it's all the
Yeah.
time. Sickness.
This is
Or
like,
just like completely random sickness.
yeah, this is pretty much just 24/7.
That's what happened to my stepmom when she had my little brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
My mom just had like awful heartburn. Like she didn't really have morning sickness. It was just constant heartburn.
Same with mine. And
There's like an old wives' tale that it's because the baby had a lot of hair.
I did have a lot of hair.
So maybe it's true.
Yeah, I was born with a full head of hair. Like,
Dude, I had enough hair that nurses gave me like a faux hawk.
yeah. See, it's true. It's true.
Dang.
Yeah, I was a very hairy baby.
Well,
know.
don't put it that way.
I was gonna say same until you described it that way.
hair
also,
on the head.
I also came out with a full head of hair.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm, half Italian, so I'm just pretty hairy.
Feel that.
Like that's just the
Half
way
Middle
it is.
Eastern. Hey.
I just have too much hair.
Yeah. I have like horse hair basically. Like, I just have so much hair in my head.
Anyway,
Impossible.
Make like a bow out of it.
anyways, this what are we perceiving?
Yeah, what are we rolling
Um,
for? What did we see?
So you guys, all except for Trinity,
Listen.
you see a faint trail of smoke coming up from this island.
Gasp!
What are you guys looking at?
You see that smoke over there?
No.
Oh, there might be a
no.
fire.
Oh my
Sees
God.
a figure.
What kind?
Yours far sees through time.
Yeah.
Yours
Just a
Sees
humanoid
all the
figure,
people on the island.
seemingly moving on the island.
And this, are we talking this the Shattered Isles right now?
No,
seeing
no,
more.
this is you're still on your way there. This is just a random small kind of like isle that's in the middle of the ocean almost.
What tab did I just accidentally exit out of? Oh god, there's somebody up.
Control Shift T is your best friend.
True, yeah.
Should we
Hmm.
stop at the island or keep going?
Here's
Do
where
they
points
look
out the
like they
figure on
need
the
help?
island. Yeah, what do they look like
Maybe.
they're doing? Also, are we on the boat with
Ilias?
Yes.
Yes, yes you are.
Okay.
The figure looks like it's
Can I make an inside check?
it's moving back and forth basically, kind of following the same track. I'm sure you can make an insight check.
It's not a nat 20, but it's still a 19.
Okay.
28 altogether.
It seems like the figure is pacing. Other than that, from this distance, it's about all you can get.
I inform the party, it just looks like he's pacing.
Huh.
But there is smoke.
I wonder if they're
Can we help
stranded.
him?
It could be a smoke signal.
Can Remmel like go up to the captain and be like, "Hey," or like just a person on watch duty or something, and kind of point this out?
Yeah. What is it?
There's a guy on an island, and there's smoke.
A guy
Yeah, on that island.
kind of moves over. Oh, let's
Do you think he needs help? Do you think he's stranded? Oh God.
maybe. Captain. Kind of goes up. Kind of points. They kind of gesture over. Are you in such a hurry that we cannot stop over there and investigate this, or do you want to continue, esteemed guest?
Well, gee, I mean, if he's stuck, we should probably help him, or at least see if he needs help.
And it'd be nice to be on land for a little bit.
Oh, really? I've really been enjoying being on the water.
Oh, good for you.
Oh yeah, I think we should stop. You know, I'd really like to get my feet on solid ground.
Okay. Very well then. And kind of the ship starts moving that direction. They start bringing the sails down, kind of to slow them down to a gradual stop. And an anchor is dropped after a while. And as you guys get closer, the figure does stop pacing for like almost like when you're very close, and like starts waving and like trying to get your attention, and like eagerly is on the edge of the island. And like I say island, but this is like you can cross the island in about 20 paces. Like it's like 30 feet long by like 20 or 30. It's probably like
It's
60 by 30. There we go.
Okay. It's like how you drew islands when you were in kindergarten, where it's just like a sand hill and one palm tree.
Basically.
Oh my god.
You're like,
Is this
Yeah,
more of like
mate.
a promontory, or is this is truly just like a sand island?
make a actually make a nature check.
Oh boy. Oh god. I cannot roll today. A nature check?
Mm-hmm.
4?
4. It's hard to tell. Like you're seeing what's presenting, but you can't really make out much around it below the water.
Right. Well, okay. Well, so I mean,
Or if it's like alone, if there are other plots around it.
this promontory is an above water feature.
Okay, I would say then just from where you are, you don't see anything either.
Okay, so it's just yeah, right.
What was I thinking? Oh yeah, there's just kind of. As you guys get closer, you guys can hear him now. Hello, I am so glad you guys are here. I could use some help. I am in a bit of a pickle, if you couldn't tell.
Oh, we have to help him now.
What's your name?
I could, my name. My name.
Is this guy drunk?
You don't know your name either?
No, I'm sorry. It's been some time. I am Telwyn. This is my isle. I don't like it here. I was left here by my former ship. mates.
Oh man, that's so rude of them.
I know.
Why
and
did they leave you?
Because they didn't like me. They,
Well, that sucks.
they didn't
Why
like that
exactly
I
did they
have red hair.
That's
Is he lying to us?
Yeah, red hair.
Insight.
Insight.
Inside check.
Oh,
Does he actually have
24.
red hair? I feel like that's the question to ask.
That's what I want to know.
His hair is a strawberry blonde. There's some red in it.
Again, Earstar can see through everything.
Here's
I mean, I get a
Flame.
+9 to insight and a perception, so.
Here's our Flame Monday. A little suspicious. Seems a
And,
little.
okay, Helen, Hale and all met.
Man, can you believe
So
that
you
guy?
see the first boat in a long time, and you decide to lie to us.
Listen.
the last vote?
Okay. Fine. Listen. I'm tired of this
we're
tree
listening.
being my only friend. And there are no turtles around to help me escape this island.
Sorry, just watch Pirates of the Caribbean today.
Oh my god!
There's not even any rum. No. Okay. Listen.
Are you a pirate?
I got roped into a pirate crew.
Oh,
No joke. Originally, why I was there, I was roped in. I was
with actual ropes?
you're a pirate.
well, there was some ropes involved. But
Guys, he's a pirate.
it was not my intention to
Ramos.
stay with the pirates. I was trying to be there temporarily because I was trying to get something from their first mate.
What were you trying to get?
He had an item on him. Like
Was
it was a no, it was a magic ring. But
We're trying to steal from the pirates.
yes,
That makes it good though, right?
two negatives make a positive.
Yeah.
Nope,
That's
it
really
was a
dope.
ring.
I
It was a
don't
ring.
No, if that's how it works.
That's how it works in math.
Granted, I don't know much, so I take that with a grain of salt.
Well,
Um,
trust me, I'm a good judge of character and knowledge.
So
You start lying too, Remmel.
and that's the honest God's truth. I was trying
Right.
to liberate that ring from him. He did not get it by fair means. And
Makes sense, he was a pirate.
I got a little too deep into my cover, and I wanted to get out, and I tried to get out, and they found me, and they marooned me here because of that.
How long have you been here?
It's a great question. Weeks, maybe.
Or say leave him.
Does
Well, I
Does-
don't.
Okay, fine. We're gonna play. Okay, we're playing hardball. It's fine. Okay. I got a little something from them whenever they drop me off, because they're really dumb. But also, I'm more
Says
dumb
the one
because
who
I got
got
caught.
marooned on an island.
Well,
I
but
see your
let's hear
point.
them
I see your
out.
point. But I was able to outwit them at the end. First of all, hold up a hand, and there is a ring on it. I got what I was wanting. Too bad I can't help me here.
What does it do?
It lets you create food and water.
Oh.
Interesting.
I would say
No.
that's actually pretty useful where you are right now.
Yeah, really useful for a person on a ship that's on the sea quite a lot too. Okay, but I not only did I get this, but I got these. And he kind of goes and like digs up a bit in the sand a little bit, and he pulls out a chest. And it's not tiny. It's kind of a medium-sized chest. It's nothing massive, but it has some weight to it as he picks it with one hand.
So when they kicked you off the ship, how exactly did you sneak that past them?
Oh, I didn't. I threw it off the ship. I dropped it off the side, and it was in the water, and I got it after I got kicked off.
Oh,
You kicked off at this island?
Yes, I was.
Again, is he telling the truth to me?
You can make a second insight check if you'd like.
Ears far as not buying any of this.
Yeah.
Are
21.
you fucking kidding me?
I am literally going to put a camera above you.
If it's another freaky.
It is.
your dice are always really good.
We're gonna
I need
test the
some
weight
of
of your
those dice.
dice.
I'd like to
Uh,
roll an
Oh my
insight
God,
check on
please.
Earspar.
Yeah, right.
So 29.
So because you both rolled high, he is a wily, squirmy person, but he's kind of backed into a corner. He seems to be telling the truth. He seems to be forthright in this moment.
Then I guess specifically, he said he didn't want to be a pirate, right? Thing.
That part felt genuine.
Okay. How much of this is the captain hearing?
The captain is just kind of sitting and listening to it all, not doing anything currently, kind of looking over him. Interesting. So you have a chest, yes? What will you do with that? I'm assuming you would like to pay for your passage? Yeah. Just if you bring me back to the mainland continent, honestly, just about anywhere, but Royum will do. I can pay you 100 gold. Captain kind of.
This gold is that cursed, is it?
No. I mean, it's from a merchant and another one, and a couple other ones. So I don't think so. It came from like all different places.
It's probably cursed.
So it could have come from the island of Isla de Muerta.
It did not
Oh
come
my
from Murder
goodness.
Island.
He doesn't like turn into a skeleton at night, does he?
As you can find out.
No, only if the moonlight shines on him.
Right.
Charity, can you hook it? Or not Charity? Damn it, Monday, can you hook that up to the moonlight?
Sure thing. I'll just pray to the matron. We'll get some moonlight. That's exactly how it works. Control over the moon and all.
It's like, oh, wait, no.
The captain kind of at this point. You wouldn't have to have any gems. Gold? I've recently lost gems, and I could use some more. Fine. I see that you are a man of bargaining. I have 150 gold worth of jewels. Emeralds, rubies, sapphires. No diamonds or anything like that, but they're still good cuts. Fine, but you will be confined to a specific set of areas under supervision, and I will allow it. Now, unless the 6 or 7 of you have issue with this.
I don't know. He seems like a nice guy.
He seems like something, alright.
He said he
We've-
didn't want to be a pirate, so
We've added otter people to the crew before.
that's also
Might as
very-
well give him a shot.
He is wearing clothes.
True.
Well,
Yeah.
and if he tries to double cross us, we can certainly take him. Look at him. I can lift him up with like one hand.
Finger,
Yeah.
probably.
Probably. You know, I can just like throw him right off the ship
Your
if we
fingers
need
are
to.
the size of my hands.
Oh, I know, and it's just so adorable. You're so
Aw.
small.
Yeah.
It's cute though, don't worry.
Aw, thanks.
It just reminds me of
He's, like,
Dirty Green
blushing.
sausages.
No.
I like how Remmel single-handedly brings down the average height of a very tall party.
This is why median is a better. Anyway.
So they kind of throw down a ladder on the side of the boat. He grabs his chest and moves over it, climbs up it. Oh, I'm so glad to be here. That's why. Okie dokie. There's a lot of you. Opens up the chest, kind of rummages through, grabs a smaller pouch in it, tosses it to the captain. Your jewels. Locks the chest back up, keeps it very close to his chest, and my chest. I just escort me to my room, and I'll sit in it and stay there. And you don't even need to bring me food and water. Kind of flashes the finger at you, or the hands.
Flips us off.
Oh well,
Yeah,
now
back
you've
over
just
to
gone
Sally.
and pissed me off.
Oh no. And like that, he's dead.
And suddenly he doesn't have a hand anymore.
Did I eat
Oh,
it?
free ring.
In the ocean, sans ring. No,
We
he's
can
okay.
make plenty of water for you too.
Oh yeah, I could make all that water. You know, it'd be great for putting out forest fires. Could be a regular fire service.
Bugbear.
We're leaving him alone. We're not. We're just gonna stay on this boat and get where we need to go. But if he acts up, then we can do stuff.
I mean,
And his name was Gilmore. No, I mean, his name was Galahad.
Oh God.
What did he say his name was?
Did it start with a
Telwyn.
T?
When-
Yeah.
Yeah, Telwyn. As he gets on, is Telwyn actually your name?
It's the name I go by now. It's not my birth name, but
what's your birth name? Oh, or unless you don't like it, if it's something like
yeah,
like-
no, I don't really like.
It's fair. Don't worry about it.
Can't think of a bad name.
As long as if it's the name you use, it's fine.
Yeah, it's
You just
about like 5 years or so.
that aside, we're watching you.
Totally fair. I don't plan on coming out of the bedroom, that room, whatever room I get in. So,
What if you die in there?
why would I die in there?
I don't know. You're old.
I'm like 31. I'm not that old, am I?
Oh, don't
Yeah,
mind
like-
him. He's like,
Am I old by gnome standards? Yeah, he's even.
Oh. No, you're really well. We live a long time because gnomes are really cool. I just thought humans like died a lot faster.
does Remmel have like any sense of how other races age?
Apparently not.
He grew up in a very gated community.
It's true.
I mean,
I'm just
I don't know. I mean, my grandpappy made it to 64. I think I'm doing pretty good.
Oh my god, you're
Oh.
halfway there.
Okay, well, that's
Anyway.
You're only halfway there. Good job, you're young. So you probably won't die in there.
is he always like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Huh?
You know what kids are like.
Gnomes. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, it's nice meeting you all. I'm gonna go hide in the. Bye.
Why do you just end a phone call with us? And bye.
So he is escorted to the room he would stay in.
Oh no. Well, he's not going to survive through that.
Listen, you'll have to unlock his tragic backstory to find out. You have to rank up his confidant to at least rank 4.
Mark.
I was gonna say, is his birth name Johnny?
Johnny, Johnny, do you
Do you
miss
miss
me?
me? Yes,
Papa.
Papa.
Nah.
Funny story, Max.
It's so cursed.
Dremel would totally not know that probably.
Oh no.
Oh no!
So you guys' voyage continues. One more day. And
At some point, can I give Remmel the boat tour?
yeah.
I know this is a little bit later than you expected, and I know that you've probably figured some of this out. You're pretty quick on the draw, kid. Do you want me to point out all the bits of a standard sail boat?
Yeah.
Working
Boat
vessel?
tour. Totally. I love learning
Alright.
like that.
I'll let the
Also, I
captain
really want
know.
to know why it's called a poop deck because I'm still very confused on that.
Has Remmel been pooping?
He's
I'm gonna
worried.
let the captain know that I'm giving the kid a tour.
Okay.
But why is it called that?
I have no idea.
Actually,
I feel like that's a thing I used to know, but no longer do.
Shit on the floor.
okay. So Remmel, do you know what the Royuman word for stern is? Like the front of a boat.
Does he? I don't know if he would.
That's it in French.
I think you would know. He wouldn't know that's the front of the boat, but you would know like the word stern.
Yeah.
That's why it's called the poop deck.
Oh.
It has nothing to do with excrement. So please don't poop there.
Oh God, no! I was kind of scared to look around because I was afraid I would just see someone pooping, you know. So
Well, it just means
kinda
it's the front deck. That's where the
Oh,
you see the captain up there, and I like point to the.
gotcha. I have not. Rimmel's not been pooping there the whole time. He just tries to avoid it as much as
Okay.
He's
Mhm.
just
Sorry.
been holding it in.
It's in the back.
Like a kid at camp for the first time he hasn't pooped the whole week.
he probably hasn't.
It's
He's
in the
gonna
back.
have to
I'm
go
bad
home
with it.
early because he hasn't pooped this entire time.
Oh my god.
Oh, every time I visit anyone.
I think it's in the back. I'm so.
I hate that I know exactly where that gif comes from.
Yeah. Okay. It's actually in the back. I'm gonna revise everything because Lily doesn't know that, but Flame does.
Yes.
Flame knows all about poop decks.
Yeah, you better believe it.
Oh, I'm concerned.
All about boats.
That's a
Thank you very
beautiful.
much.
Boats and hoes.
So like I go around and I explain to Remmel the rigging, and I explain to him the way that the prevailing winds change which sails you set up and in which direction, and the sails can actually they can't, never mind. And I like go to the sort of the back of the ship. That's the stern. Then the bow is the front, right? And I think
Yes.
port is right and starboard is left.
Yes,
Okay.
I knew that one. At least.
So I don't.
It's like that's like the
Lily.
one thing I knew.
I actually just googled etymology of poop deck to find that one. But no, and I go to the stern and I like find a porthole that Remmel could stick his head out, and I sort of point out the rudders, and I the I climb up a little bit of the that's not rigging. What's the hemp ladder you get to use to get to the crow's nest?
The ladder.
Fine.
Oh,
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
I don't know
just
if it
sort
has
of
a
like
special name.
then I tell him about the role of the captain and the first mate and the different jobs on the boat.
Remel just tries to like retain all the information as best as he can.
Okay. Any other questions? And I'm sure that's a wormhole.
A worm?
I feel like he just starts asking about like examples almost. Like, oh, could you show me how that one works? Or like, oh, could you show me what, or like tell me like what you do with this part, and like just goes ham for like so many different things.
And Flame will answer to the best of her ability. A lot of she's done human style sailboats are a little bit different than Augish ones. And a lot of the light travel around just sort of the bay where Quan is in rowboats. So, but she tries, especially because the boat is being used. So like I can't like go and move stuff really, but yeah.
Well, thank you. That's super cool. And I've never been on like a huge ship like this. It's been a lot of fun so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I would have probably shown you this the first day. I thought you were gonna be hanging off the side of the boat like Trinity and Earspar.
Oh, yeah, they're not doing too hot. Oh man, I hope they get better. I don't know what's gotten into them.
Oh, the motion of the boat. You notice how it rocks back and forth a little bit.
Oh yeah, I love it. It's like my favorite part. It's so relaxing.
Let's just say it's unsettling to some.
Oh no. Well, that sucks.
And again, I just sort of look at one of them hanging off the side and say, "Yeah, it does."
Oh, beautiful. All right. Yeah.
To report.
Oh, my TDM.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Okay. All right. Well. You guys finish up the last little bit of your trip, your voyage, and you arrive. You guys can see in the distance now the Shattered Isles. So, from where you're at, you're coming from the north. You can see the two northern pieces. The one to the northwest piece has a large mountain on top of it. There's some smoke coming from the point. Just kind of peaks. There's just a faint trail of smoke kind of trailing off into the sky. The the northeastern side is covered in greenery, shrubbery. It's hard to see. There's like a wall of vegetation. You guys can clearly see where there's an abrupt kind of almost like it was these two different pieces were tore apart. And there's a small river that goes through it, but the river kind of goes downward, kind of making these. It makes this path that's surrounded on both sides by large ravines.
Mhm.
You guys get close up on as close as the captain would comfortably get to land, on the northwest aisle. Or excuse me, northeast. The vegetation aisle. Well, it has been nice, and I wish you the best of luck in your endeavors. There was not a rowboat as part of this, and I cannot get too much closer.
Oh.
How many of there are you? So we'll have to do trips, since obviously you can't keep the rowboat. 1, 2, yes, okay. Do 2 trips. So you guys are rowed out from the rowboat, 2 trips with one of the crewmates, doing the rowing. And you guys are now on Shattered Isle.
Oh.
You are immediately hit with the sounds of the jungle. There are various bird calls, answers. You can hear and feel around you the buzzing of insects. You can already feel insects kind of crawling in the skin, like mosquitoes. There are flies all around. It is immediately a very much different environment than what you guys have been used to.
Mhm.
Too
Ruffles
humid.
gets-
Oh well, this is so new.
Yeah.
It's so hot.
Yeah.
I'm already sweating.
Yeah, you know, with this fur. Oh geez.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. Why do we have to all be so big and furry?
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh, that's just the way we were made.
It's true. I guess I wouldn't want it any other way.
big and furry?
In your heart, you're the biggest and furriest of us all, Remmel.
Aw, thanks.
You're our favorite furry.
No.
Now
What's Remmel's persona?
No, stop. No.
What's Remmel's?
Persona.
What's
No.
What's his persona?
I
Doom doom.
withhold that information for myself.
Oh my god.
I need to know.
Probably like a puppy. Like
That checks out,
Like an
actually.
actual
Yeah.
real puppy.
he becomes a puppy. Yes, absolutely.
I was kind of hoping you'd say a human because we don't have a human in our party. Like his persona.
That's his skin sona.
Oh no!
Flesh sona.
No!
Oh, that's even worse.
I aim to please.
Bravo. Well done.
I wish to leave now.
Trinity, make sure she takes off her coat, cause we're in a jungle now, and you know, it's not
It's a bit
okay.
Yeah.
You guys can already feel like the heat beaming down. The humidity is off the charts. You feel like you're breathing water.
Oh, so it's Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Florida and then ramped up a little bit.
Sounds awful.
It is certainly a time. And there is no path in front of you. There is simply a wall of high grass, shrubs, large trees you can see from where you're at. Ilias kind of looks at you all. Well, it seems we have made it to our destination. We, Flame, we saw roughly what the compound looked like, and kind of some geography to it. But it's going to be hard. We're going to have to investigate the area. Hope that we can find something familiar looking.
Yeah.
Well, I admit this is not necessarily my area of expertise, so I will bow to your group in this regard.
Man, if only there was a spell that just gave a path to your destination of right where you wanted to go.
If only you had like a level 10 cleric. Though I think, do clerics only get find the path? I bet something else could find the path.
Don't we have a compass?
Does it?
Oh,
That
but that's like a
points
special.
towards a-
Yeah,
It
never
points
mind.
towards a V.
Dang it! It's a
Yep.
useless magical
What is
compass.
He pulls out the compass. How like bright is it now?
Oh, does just geography in head. It is brighter,
Cool.
and it's pointing southwest.
Hmm. That's
Oh, well, I think we can take this. Wilderness is just wilderness. It's just a little bit hot, am I right?
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not so much the wilderness that I'm worried about as it is the finding the particular wilderness we need.
Ooh, we could do that. We're the
did
Wandering
we did
Six.
as we like zoomed across the countryside during the spell. Did we get context as to where on this island it was, or did we just like snap there?
You kind of snapped there. The only context you got was that it was somewhere on the Shattered Isle, more than likely on the eastern side. It was either the southeast isle or the northeast isle.
Well, I guess we should start investigating and searching.
But it wasn't near the shore though. It was in the island.
You did not see any shoreline from where you were. No.
Right. Yeah. Well, it was in the middle of the island somewhere.
If anything, you saw a little bit of elevation.
Go.
We
So
could
we-
get to a high vantage point and look around there.
We went all the way here and didn't think to bring a map.
Sure, a map
Listen.
would help.
We have wandering in our name.
So
Yeah, but we always wandered with the map before this.
I know.
Anyone who's proficient in history?
I think.
Mammal better be.
Oh no,
All
it's
that
always weird because he's
learning.
proficient in religion, and because I didn't have the option for history.
I'm not.
All right, never mind.
But he's studying.
I would say. I mean,
What
imagine
about
Ilias.
survival?
Oh, yeah, Ilias is there, I guess.
Would he have
Ilias
had?
is there,
So-
I guess.
Would he have had
it-
the sense to prepare?
a map there. This is an unexplored isle. Most people believe it is cursed, and it is. It has no resource value to anyone, so it is unmapped. There is no map to assist us, unfortunately. The only maps you have are a world map that points out that there are 4 chunks of island here.
That'd be the shattered bit. Of
Yeah.
It, right?
There's believed to be a village here somewhere, but that is unknown and unconfirmed.
Oh.
Well, at one point I'd like to go into the mountains if we don't already.
That might
Oh,
be
you
smart.
do you want the volcanic part over there?
What?
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know much about volcanoes, but I just know that no. But I know that I need to go to one of the larger mountains on one of these islands.
Is there a mountain to the
that's-
southwest?
There, the mountainous isle is the northwest one.
Wow.
And that is definitely the biggest mountain on the. You could tell that from the ship.
Wait, do we know which island we're on?
You're on the northeast one.
Okay.
So if you guys pull up your handy dandy map,
I'm looking at it right
It's
now.
funny, I just
Yeah.
remember what it looks like from painting it.
that's fair. You did paint this actually on the physical copy we have. Yes, the you guys are on the northeast. It's just one of like the smaller chunks. The northwest, just next to it, has the large mountain that is spitting smoke into the sky.
Hmm.
So
Clear
is
vision.
a volcano a mountain that smokes?
In a sense.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
It also will spit lava if it is active.
Question: how much fire resistance can a tiefling have?
You just have a resist. It just means you take half damage to. So you can take 2 times the amount of fire that somebody else could take.
Oh. Okay.
You take double the lava as everyone else, which is 2 times a little is a little.
Yeah.
A little more than a little. Just a little.
I'll be conscious a little bit longer before I die. Great. Great.
I don't believe that volcano is. It is not explosively active. It is a slow active volcano.
Oh, when was the last time it exploded?
That I do not know.
Okay.
Is that what shattered the isle?
No. History says that there was a battle here. Between a extremely powerful mage alliance and some other entities. All I know is that there were titans, elemental titans that were created by these mages that fought there.
Elemental titans.
Yes.
Oh, they still around? Are they?
No, this is ancient history.
Just wondering, because, mages and elements are why we're here.
Yeah.
But maybe it's unrelated and complete coincidence. We have.
Pretty on the
do we-
nose to me.
It is. Oh, sorry. I was just going to say it was. These mages were considered in the realm of demigods. Other and well, the destruction of one of these titans is what created the island. But I'm sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
Me or Flame?
Either.
Did in the vision you had of this place, did you have any sense of which island even of the 4 they were on?
It wasn't the northwest one, I can tell you that. It was fairly well vegetated. It was in a forest, but it was also up. It seemed to be not at this type of forest. I'd say it's probably further up the mountain a little bit.
Different
Maybe
vegetables.
significantly. Vegetables.
Well, sounds like we're not on the correct island right now, but don't we
Isn't
we
this-
have 2 things to do then? Because we need to find the Dragonborn, obviously, but weren't we looking for Celestials as well? They were here, right?
Oh well, I'm looking for a key.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Here's
Oh yeah,
key.
that would be up by that big smoky mountain.
Ah.
Well, maybe we could
But,
see if they could help us.
Oh, that's a good idea. Go to them first for help.
Because the Smoky Mountain's really easy to see. But exploring 4 islands to try and find the other thing might be a bit more challenging.
I think it's on one of 2. I think it's on one of the 2 eastern islands.
Okay.
And we've
Oh,
already
well.
met with a celestial, so
Well, I mean, we're on one of the 2 eastern islands, but it sounds like it's not this one. So
Well,
doesn't
no,
that...
I don't necessarily mean that it's not this island. I mean that it might just be further up the mountain on this island.
Does this island have a mountain?
It seems like a small elevation, right? The further south you go. Yeah. If I could make a suggestion. Our presence here is still yet undetected. As far as I can tell. It would probably behoove us to make our move quickly on our enemies.
Okay.
good point.
I like being undetected by my enemies.
I do too.
Oh yeah, that's the best way to get an ambush going.
Mhm.
All right, I guess let's go and try as be as sneaky as possible.
Mhm.
Okay. So who is leading you guys? Who would like to be making the survival checks?
I can help though because I
The
saw
vision.
the thing. Yeah. It's my plus survival.
I don't
Not
know.
me.
I'm
The
gonna have
only
a
person
plus
I can think of would
3.
be-
I'm
I
not
think
sure
the
if
only person
anyone
that
has
might beat you would be Iris.
I know that he did it in the past, but he's not.
Yeah, he's currently not
Off.
here. He's in La La Land. So Monday, if you want to take with advantage.
Okay. And then that would be a 13 is the
You can
best
add
one.
a
Back.
D4.
I have a plus
Oh.
6 to survival, by the way.
Oh, then you'd be
Alright.
better than me.
Yes.
Roll.
We'd have you do it then.
All right.
Okay, he's not even close to a natural 20.
You have advantage.
Oh,
I'm
Flame
helping.
is helping you.
Add a +4.
that's even worse.
A D4.
Yes, a D.
There's my D4.
Karma coming back around.
$17 altogether.
Huh.
I mean, it's better.
With mine, I would have gotten a 16, so you beat me by 1.
Okay. So you guys are traveling. Actually, I want everyone to make stealth checks if you're trying to be sneaky.
For sure.
No, not bad, Ilias. It's a natural 18.
Not great.
By the way, what are we actually doing right now?
You guys had made it to the island, and you just got off the boat, and you're now moving into the island, to find where this green dragonborn was.
Are there like mosquitoes and bugs? And...
Yeah. Matt, like I said, fantasy Florida.
I have a flavor question. Could any mosquito that bites me get like a little mini hellish rebuke, like a little mini.
Actually,
just
Ears- Ears Furl doesn't
It
give
just like explodes.
Yeah.
There's definitely a few of them that fall with little trails of tiny smoke falling from them.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Really?
Bug zapper.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Remmel walks close to me under my arm, so the bugs gets.
The heat and the environment definitely does not bother. The humidity will bother Trinity, the heat not as much, and Irisfar feels at home.
Like an iguana
Happy
in
lizard
one of
boy.
those like heating rocks.
This is nice.
Are lizards felt cold-blooded?
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure
actually-
they are.
Don't know for sure.
How
I haven't read it anywhere where it actually. says cold
Yeah, it
or hot
doesn't
blooded.
state. It's one of those things like you can. I would say that they're.
Because like if you've been walking around in a loincloth this whole time, I feel like
Been to some cold
If you-
places.
Mhm.
yeah.
Probably warm-blooded. I think any
Yeah, 'cause
humanoid
otherwise,
species
like-
kind of have to be to a degree.
Yeah.
For D&D.
Anytime we were in the north, he probably would have just needed to have taken a nap all the time.
Yeah, right.
I
the life.
mean, to be fair, when it's winter, I nap all the time. So I mean,
That's true.
Damn.
Maybe we're all cold-blooded.
yeah.
I know I am.
We could make a new song about that instead of hot blooded.
Oh god.
Cold blooded, check it and see. I definitely don't have a fever.
103.
I'm as cold as can be.
I'm as cold as can be.
You guys make your way in, and Irisar, Flames help. You're tracking all right. You're finding paths that work in this dense vegetation, and you're moving deeper into the island upwards, slightly. You guys, as a team, did pretty decent on the stealth checks. So you guys feel like you're still relatively hidden. You haven't seen anybody else. You did at one point, it was a little ways off, but you saw a jaguar jump down quickly, grab some prey, and
Like the car.
drag it up a tree.
Herbie took a dark
Headlights in
turn.
a tree. Actually, I believe it's pronounced jaguar.
Oh.
Jaguar. It's Jaguar.
Jaguar.
If you're gonna be
Jag-
British about it.
Jag-
Or is it
You
Jaguar
Gar.
from Rick and Morty?
Oh my god.
Definitely not from Rick and Morty, I can tell you that.
The jungle is messing with us. It's making us see things.
I think Monday would be impressed by the jaguar. Like, oh well, look at that.
Oh, that's a
some
weird
skill.
bear.
That's some skill right there. You know, I wish I could do that. You know, just get up in a tree and snatch people up. You know, I might have to try that sometime.
Oh, okay. Let us know when you do.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, I wouldn't just spring that on ya. Unless I did.
I'm imagining
Oh,
a
Monday,
bugbear, but
so
with like
funny.
leopard spots.
Oh
on the fur.
man, I do have a question from chat. They're asking if this is the swimsuit episode.
It's up to y'all.
Every episode is the swimsuit episode with Irisfar.
Yes. You're welcome.
Oh yeah, Monday's definitely wearing a bikini.
Well, that's just all the time, too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just in general.
Always
I just,
swimsuit
you know,
episode.
she just doesn't mention it because it's not relevant to your story.
So yeah, it's always the swimsuit episode.
You should mention it at least once every session. Just like your first nipples.
Okay, I'm gonna make a note of that.
Does
Once an episode.
Remmel have on like little like ducky swim trunks or something like?
He has like floaties.
Yeah.
I just see him, dressed up like, Steve Irwin in the
Yes.
Teeth whitener's preferences are coming out in chat.
He's so cursed. Can I ban my husband without, any repercussion? Can I just
You
ban
want.
him?
If that means banning your husband, I am here to support you, Psyche.
Thank you.
I don't. It depends on how furry the people that made Tabaxi are. Are they doing more morphic or
Oh my
are they
god.
doing more realistic to cats?
So cats? Yeah. Does Flame have 6 boobs? That's what I want to know.
It is up to you.
Yeah.
Or
You
maybe
She has
decide.
all the nipples that Irisfar does not have. So
Yeah,
she has
maybe
four
she only has one set of boobs, but then the rest are vestigial nipples. So there isn't boobs, but there's still nipples.
like
They're just,
leftover from the common cat ancestor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just vestigial
Well, isn't it
nipples.
Evolution.
There's no mammary glands. They're just okay.
I would say Trinity probably is wearing like a bikini top, but then pants, because she's in the jungle and freaking there are animals and insects everywhere.
So,
Wait, are the furries and the scaly protected from mosquitoes by virtue of being furry and or scaly?
No.
Oh.
I feel like Irisfar would be, because
Yeah, yours
The
are.
ears
Irisfar is just so used to it, doesn't even matter.
my
Was
scales
it?
are considered natural armor, so.
True. The furries are not. Just
Dang.
like
Man,
your
you gotta do,
dog
like,
or cat or
I
tears
feel
and
like-
stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what
At
a
least
botfly
Rimmel's not
is?
getting dirty.
That's true.
You know what a botfly is?
Oh
Yes.
yes.
It is
Oh.
That's what the furries have to deal with, I feel like.
No.
But not mosquitoes.
So, you guys continue making your way deeper into the eye.
I'm sad that I remembered what botflies are, and I wish that wasn't in my head right now.
I want everyone to make a perception check for me.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
He casts Mage Armor, and Wild Magic Surge goes off, by the way.
Oh.
Okay, roll a
Trinity-
d100.
Trinity also casts mage armor because she has it now.
51.
Did not roll 51 perception.
Flames.
No, that's a wild magic table.
Surge.
Please roll
Flame.
16. Please roll
Flame's
16.
ability should have been called Mage Armor.
Oh
I
my
think it's
god,
over.
no!
Oh,
So
okay.
we can have 2 Mage Armors and 1 Mage Armor.
A spectral shield starts appearing in front of Remmel.
Oh. Do I get bit by mosquitoes anymore?
Not from that direction.
He does the Reinhardt thing and just spins in a circle as they're walking. Be gone!
So I guess I'll roll for it.
My shield is failing.
Oh
That's
my
fine.
god.
So Irisfar and Remmel, you guys notice a ways ahead. Irisfar, especially because you're leading the. You notice a thump. And you look out a ways, and the tree line is so thick it's hard to see, but you see one large leg, and then it moves forward. You see another, and it's some sort of creature that is very big. You're kind of tracking through. It appears to be reptilian in nature.
It's a really
like-
big Irisfar.
It is a little reminiscent.
Irisfar, but 20 feet tall.
Oh god.
It moves through. No, they don't. It moves through, and seemingly its attention is caught by something. And you hear it stomp forward, and it quickly lunges down, and you can see 4 figures, humanoid, start fighting against this creature.
Can I make out what kind of humanoids they are?
They from this distance, they look like humans.
Should we help them?
But we don't even know if the creature is bad.
I don't know.
Do I recognize this creature at all?
Has Remel ever heard of one? Probably not, because you know what he doesn't
No.
know? History.
No,
All
neither.
that book learning.
This is new. This is new to everyone here.
Can I make an insight check to see which one's?
Do
like,
you have
the
detect good and
aggressor?
evil?
I do, but I don't think I have it. I do not have it prepared.
Yeah.
Make an insight check.
Oh, hi, Bennett.
Oof.
Do you want to
Alright, here
play?
come the bad rolls.
Plus D4.
12. Plus D4? Okay, hang
Yes.
on. 16.
Yeah.
It's larger reptile creature attacked first. It kind of saw them in its area and it went towards them.
Should we help them? Should I cast slow?
It wouldn't help to have more allies who know the area.
I cast slow on the giant thing.
All right. You guys kind of get up. You this fight, like at this point, this fight is kind of like spilling over a little bit. As you get up to cast slow, since you both rolled above a 20, I want the two of you. So Remel and Sparta, maybe one more perception check.
That's much better. 28.
11.
Okay. 28.
So
Two
far, my
things.
dice have no in between.
Yeah. Two things stick out to you, Irisar.
The giant
One,
lizard.
One, you notice that the figures fighting this dinosaur, there's the couple of them have patches of scales on their arms.
Yes.
And
Steeple.
one of them has the kind of as the cloak gets like pulled back in the middle of like fighting, it just kind of gets moved around. You catch for a moment they have the upper torso of a snake.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, god damn it.
And
let's
as
roll.
Was
Rebel
that
casts
before
slow, that's where we'll
or
end
after?
tonight.
Oh, good.
Wait, are they bad people?
Player knowledge versus character knowledge.
Oh no!
We might be okay.
Same. I've
Save
dealt
their
with these
life.
in multiple campaigns.
So- It's 50-50.
But-
They could be good or bad.
Yeah. A good or a bad
I'm
sign.
going to bust out my snake voices.
Oh no! Sneeple!
Are we doing hyper or hypo-sibilant snakes?
You'll find out next week. No.
On Dragon Ball Z.
You beat me to it.
So yeah, that's where we'll end for today.
Oh my gosh.
Cool. How much XP did we get?
Let me see.
Hey Stella, you want a treat? Hi.
Can I share a fun?
Yeah, can I have a treat?
No.
I'm hungry.
Depends on how much experience you're gonna give us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your fun thing?
Oh, can I share a fun linguistics fact? So when you do your S, depending on the part of your tongue you do it with, it makes a slightly different sound. If you do it with a tip, it's called hypersibilant, and the pitch of the S is higher, so it's right? Versus if you do it more with the blade of your tongue, it's called hyposibilant, and it's a lower pitch. And so when people like if you think of like Winston Churchill, for example, he had a hypo-sibilant S, and so his that's why everything sounds like this.
Huh.
I definitely have
doing it while I'm
hyper.
muted.
Today,
And you can have
including
neutral. You can have neutral.
all of your downtime and such, you all get 3K.
Ooh, do we level up?
No.
No.
You sure you don't want to give us me like 8K?
No.
I cooked a lot.
Yeah, because you guys are all 8.
I drank so much beer, dude.
Yeah.
Pixie, how long do you think Roll the Roll is gonna keep going? I'm thinking
So-
of rating them.
They look like they're still going. Hold on, let me
Okay.
unmute this so I can take a look.
You guys need 48K to get to 9th.
I'm
And then
about
you get that
4K
proficiency
short.
bonus bump.
8K.
Ooh.
Oh, so good.
Can't say
So
for certain
good.
how long they're gonna go, but they are in the middle of a fight. So at
So a
least they're going
while.
to the end of the fight. Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, you gotta spin that wheel.
Dang it! Did you do a wheel spin? Gosh dang it!
Nope. Cody did not. Yes.
Oh, Malanta. Okay.
I've been waiting for that one.
Gosh dang it. All right, here we go.
Oh, I like that idea actually, T. It's mage armor bikini.
Don't read anything my husband writes. It's all cursed.
Spin that wheel.
We're gonna spin it again. That one's mean.
What was it?
The nothing one.
Oh. You get nothing. Good day, sir. I said good
I'm
day.
gonna tweet about you. So send me your Twitter info.
I don't have one.
Oh, I'll spin again.
tweet about me.
No. This is fine.
Only 8,000 more.
You're so
Feed a husband. There you go. You get. I'm gonna feed
Yes.
teeth whitener.
Go feed the gremlin husband. Yes.
What,
Okay.
with cat treats?
No,
Yes.
with Oreos. Let me go get him. Hold on.
Human
Everything
treats.
is gone behind the scenes.
Oh shit. Chat, you can see it all. Oh, Psyche doesn't have her Twitch in dark mode.
Oh, Psyche. We'll have to bully her when she gets back.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
hop off,
you're
but
you're
thanks
free
for-
to leave this purgatory.
Thanks for the game. Take care, everyone.
You too.
See ya
Sleep
now.
well.
Too.
Oh, I forgot you could make Twitch be in dark mode.
I'm
Sorry.
What?
Why do you expect good things from me?
We don't. We just are disappointed anyways.
All right, you ready to eat that Oreo, honey?
That was.
Eat it in the mic. Get down in it.
You're real close.
Let me hear that crunch.
Yeah, you go down on that
that's
Oreo.
So nasty.
Oh god. You're right first.
Oh, you're so gross.
Ooh.
Oh.
It sounded like bones breaking.
Here I was worried. Look at the maps I didn't need today.
Yeah, right.
All the things. I was crunching a little bit today, and I was like,
Nothing mattered.
they barely made it anyway.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. We're gonna go ahead and roll the roll.
Y'all later.
All right,
Bye,
go give them love. I love that the last thing they heard was a burp.